Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel where we dive into the facts and did you knows of today's most pressing issues, the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night wondering about the future and whether robots will eventually need to pay taxes. Spoiler alert, it's complicated. Today, we're exploring the ethical implications of AI, surveillance, and digital privacy. This isn't just about some Orwellian future dystopia either. These are real concerns right now, impacting everything from the jobs we do to the ways we interact with the world. So, buckle up because we're about to go deep into the digital weeds. We'll unpack the complexities, examine the gray areas, and hopefully leave you with more questions than answers. Because let's face it, the best conversations usually start that way. Okay, let's start with AI, or artificial intelligence. Now, AI isn't just some futuristic fantasy of sentient robots taking over the world. It's already here, working behind the scenes in algorithms that recommend your next favorite song, or help doctors diagnose diseases. But here's the thing. AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. And unfortunately, a lot of that data, well, it reflects our own human biases. Think about facial recognition software. There have been countless cases where these systems, trained primarily on images of white faces, struggle to accurately identify people of color. This isn't just a technical glitch, it's a social justice issue. When AI perpetuates existing inequalities, it amplifies them, further marginalizing already disadvantaged groups. And that's just one example. Then there's the whole question of job displacement. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's automating tasks previously done by humans. Now, some argue that this will free us up to pursue more creative and fulfilling work. And hey, maybe they're right. But we also have to consider the millions of people who might be left behind without the skills or resources to adapt to this rapidly changing job market. But beyond the practical concerns, AI also raises some pretty big philosophical questions, like, what does it mean to be human in an age of intelligent machines? If algorithms can write poetry, compose symphonies, and even diagnose illnesses, what does that say about our own unique capabilities and value? These are questions we need to grapple with as AI continues to evolve. Speaking of big questions, let's talk about surveillance. We live in a world where cameras are everywhere, our online activity is tracked, and governments have access to vast amounts of data about our lives. Proponents of surveillance argue that it's necessary to keep us safe, to prevent terrorism, and maintain national security. And sure, there are definitely situations where surveillance can be a valuable tool, but at what cost? When does the pursuit of security begin to infringe on our fundamental rights to privacy and freedom? Think about it. The constant monitoring of our movements, our conversations, our online activity, it creates an atmosphere of suspicion and chills free expression. People might be less likely to speak out against injustice, to challenge authority, or even just to explore unconventional ideas if they feel like they're constantly being watched. And then there's the issue of mission creep. Surveillance technologies initially implemented for one purpose often end up being used for something entirely different. Data collected for security purposes could easily be used to suppress dissent, target political opponents, or even just to sell us more stuff. That's a slippery slope, and once we start down that path, it's hard to turn back. The challenge then is to find the right balance. How do we harness the potential benefits of surveillance technologies while also safeguarding our civil liberties? It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but it's a conversation we need to be having. Which brings us to digital privacy, or the lack thereof. Every time we use the internet, we leave behind a trail of digital breadcrumbs, our search history, our location data, our online purchases. And this information is incredibly valuable to companies who use it to target us with ads, personalize our online experiences, and even predict our future behavior. Now, some people might not see a problem with this. They might argue that if they're getting personalized recommendations and convenient services, why worry about a little data collection? But here's the thing, it's not just about targeted ads. It's about control over our own information and the ability to make choices about how it's used. What happens when that data falls into the wrong hands? Data breaches are becoming increasingly common, exposing our personal information to hackers and identity thieves. And once that information is out there, it can be incredibly difficult to get it back. Beyond that, there are broader societal implications to consider. The constant collection and analysis of our data can lead to discrimination, manipulation, and a chilling effect on free expression. Imagine a world where your credit score is based not just on your financial history, but also on your online activity, your social media posts, even your facial expressions captured by surveillance cameras. Protecting our digital privacy isn't just about being paranoid or having something to hide. It's about safeguarding our autonomy, our freedom, and our right to exist in the digital world without being constantly monitored, analyzed, and manipulated. So, there you have it, AI, surveillance, and digital privacy, three interconnected issues that are shaping the future of our world. And as we've seen, there are no easy answers. These are complex, nuanced topics that require careful consideration and ongoing dialogue. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. Because let's be honest, the world is a confusing place and we could all use a little more clarity, right? Let us know in the comments what you think about the ethical implications of AI, surveillance, and digital privacy. What concerns you most? What are your hopes and fears for the future? Let's keep the conversation going.